Hi all, so this is going to be a channeled reading for the collective. I'm gonna really tap into kind of what the collective is feeling on an energetic level and kind of see what everyone's dealing with at the moment. I personally, I have been having this massive thing with money, so much stuff coming up around money, and it's been a lot to kind of deal with and process, and we go through moments where we're like, okay, I've healed this, I've healed that, and then I thought I had a great relationship with money, and then all of a sudden I'm having nothing but freakouts about money. So as much as we do this work, it is a continuous thing. I don't know who said there's a one-off thing where you do it one time and it's healed and it's done. No. This work is constant. And that's just the truth of it. And people that say otherwise, they're fucking lying. Because the truth of being in this field and knowing and doing this work of just personal development, personal growth, spiritual awakening, whatever you guys call it for yourselves, it's a constant thing. It doesn't end. You don't just get to a point and then you're like, I'm good. I think we get to a point where we are better equipped to handle it. We more so notice when something isn't aligning with us, and we can kind of tell the difference with these things now. So I feel that's the difference. You almost learn how to, in that sense, when you grow, you almost learn how to deal with things better and actually notice and be consciously aware of when you are not being in your alignment. And then instead of spending weeks in it, you spend a day, and then you're like, okay, what the fuck is this? Let's figure this shit out. So that's what I have been doing myself, and now I'm gonna kind of dive into what you guys have been dealing with. So this is a reading for the collective. So in being a reading for the collective means that, some of this may not resonate for everyone. It may resonate for some of you though. If you are interested in getting personal reading with me, I am doing them. I actually started doing them on Etsy, which has been really freaking cool. Because I actually saw Awakening to Spirit, if you guys follow her as well. She's fucking phenomenal. And she was like, I'm doing readings on Etsy. And I was like, what is this magic? So, because usually I just do them, by Facebook, Instagram, and word of mouth has always kind of been the thing. And then I saw what she was doing and I was like, I'm gonna give that a go. And it's been freaking epic. So I do have some readings on there for you guys. At the moment, I don't really have any extended on there. The ones on Etsy are really just 20-minute ones. If you are looking for an extended reading though, please visit my Instagram. It's just Valerie Everett. And then my linked, there's a link in my bio to all my readings that I'm doing. And I'm actually doing my dream interpretation now too. So that's really exciting as well. I literally went to bed last night doing a massive release around money, and I did a past, present, future. And then I went to bed and I was like, there's still something missing. What am I missing? There's something that I'm not getting. And I was like, okay, I am open to receiving, spirit, just fucking drop this shit in. I'm ready to unblock this. I'm done. I was I'm done with this fucking money story. Let's be done. Bring on the juicy goodness. And then I had a dream. And it was, so I woke up, fed my cat, went back to sleep, had a dream, woke up, journaled, cleared. And I was like, easy. Well, not easy, but I mean, it brought up a lot. And I think the best part about dreams is that it's the part where our subconscious just comes straight to fucking surface, and it gives us messages and we can hear them and receive them, and they can come in any form. And it's just so interesting. And so many people that I work with and I do readings for, I tell people, I'm like, fucking pay attention to your dreams. There's so much in your dreams you just don't even, that you're disregarding. Even the smallest thing, keep a dream journal. I'm a massive believer in dreams. I've done my research on them. I've done, I can decode them, and, I do it on a daily for myself because I just think it's so important. And the messages that come through are things that I'm so, I literally got a dream where I got closure of a breakup in a dream. Like, it's fucking awesome. It was awesome. And was I going to receive that in the physical world, like in this reality, this human reality? No, I was not. But I got it in a dream, and it was incredible. And it's like your soul, like you leave your soul leaves. Like when you dream, your soul leaves, and it just fucks off to all other dimensions and just goes wandering around, meeting people, seeing situations, and then, you know, your guides come, your angels come, the universe comes, and then they give you messages, they give you signs. You know, maybe you go visit other people, you go visit other souls, and you guys have conversations, and they manifest in your dreams. And people, I still just can't understand why people are just disregarding their dreams. Like, don't disregard your dreams. Figure out your dreams. Like, let's decode them. If you want to work with me, literally visit my. Maybe I should put my my link tree in my YouTube. Maybe that would be an idea. Yeah. Or maybe just link, because I think I have to see. Then here, this is my thing with money. Then I'm like, I think I have to pay a bit extra to get an extra link on. Like, for fuck's sake, it's like a few dollars. See, this is the shit I'm talking about. And my thing with money at the moment is just fucking wild. I will sort myself out, and I will leave a link below so that you guys can be a part of that, so that we can decode your dreams, because I would love to do that with you. Back to the reading for the collective. So I'm going to use the energy oracle cards. You can't even see that. Can you see that? Fucking shit lighting. You can't even see that, can you? Okay. So energy oracle cards by Sandra and Taylor. I fucking love this deck. So I'm going to draw a card from there, and then we'll use the Tarotilluminati to kind of dive deeper, and then I'm going to use a few cards from the Work Your Life Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Yeah, that's a vibe. Right, so this is for the collective, right? So what is it that you guys are really dealing with at the moment? It's interesting, like, whenever I always, like, tune into this and listen to this. You guys listening to the background music I have on? It's literally Vanessa Hudgens. And it's like, baby, come back to me. I made this playlist of, like, songs that just, like, made me feel super young again. And I was like, that's not mine, that's mine, sorry. Let me just say this story and then I'll do it. I made this playlist of songs that were like all of like the songs that just like made me feel super young again. Like all the ones that I used to listen to when I was younger, and then like, you know, all the Disney ones, and like, you know, like Jesse McCartney, like Hilary Duff, like all that stuff. And like I literally was just laughing my ass off when I was making this playlist, and it actually just made me so fucking happy. So I was doing this reading today, and I was like, you know what, like I feel like whatever is going on with the collective, like I feel like everyone just needs a little bit of like a perk up, like, and to kind of like remember that like inner child, that playfulness, you know. And I kind of want to like bring that energy back into this space, so I'm really feeling that. So let's do this. Sorry, I feel like I just had to like say that one bit, and then now we can do reading. Okay, so let's have a little look-see. Oh, sorry, I'm like sitting on my ankles. See on my ankles? It's so... I'm on another level today, guys. Alright. For the So we got contract here. Isn't that interesting? It kind of looks like the Two of Pentacles as well, which is really cool. Can you say that? So like the Two of Pentacles is all about, you know, juggling between forces, like juggling between choices, things, people. And it literally looks exactly like that. But she's blindfolded. Usually in the Two of Pentacles, they're not blindfolded. Like, they're very aware. However, you can tell though with this, it's a very thin blindfold. Like, it kind of just looks like like she might as well put like a piece of string over her eyes, and then she would still be able to see through it. All right, let's read this. All right. This card shows a contract in the background ready to be signed, indicating a committed connection of some sort. This union may be a business deal, the sale of a home, a new job, or even a commitment in marriage. Whatever the connection, this card is more than a casual agreement. It's usually something that requires a document that's binding, at least for the time being. Scales of justice also indicate that if a legal action is underway, it is likely to turn out in your favor. This card shines a light on potential new opportunities, so remain aware and receptive to what may be coming your way. Okay. It's interesting because the energy that I'm getting from this is like 100% a commitment. Like, it has a contract in the background. So whatever you guys are going to be entering to at the moment, or you're entering out of, is something that was very long term. So even though for many of you it probably is going to be something like a business agreement, a legal agreement, job, career, work, is career, whatever. But the main thing that I'm getting from this though is like, you guys were in this space of like, some of you may have been feeling an injustice, like others of you are going to be like coming out of something that was not committed to something that is committed now. So there's like a real switch now between the levels at which you're going to be on now. So it's almost like whatever you were dealing with, you're almost tipping that scale and going this way now. And that's the main thing that I want people to take away from this. Sure, some of you may be going into legal, bindings, things like that, contracts. Like, that contract is a very like stern thing. However, kind of the energy that I'm sensing mostly behind this though is that we're really coming from a space of we're on this end now and we're coming to this end. So if you were playing small, you're definitely not going to be playing small anymore. It's almost like it's tipping down. Like, small means to go down now, and then to tip, like we're going big now, so we're like coming like this. And I feel like that's really what's happening. And the thing that I find so funny with this card as well is that like she's almost holding, like she's holding it, right? And she has this really thin blindfold on. Like, she's so aware, but it's almost like sometimes we pretend that like it's easier to not be aware, and then it's easier if we just are kind of like, oh, we'll just kind of like go with the motions, and like whatever says on this contract is the one that I have to stick to. And no. This is about a contract, and for some of you, I honestly feel like this could be like a contract, like past life contracts or like karmic contracts, things like that too. So let this be a very open interpretation of the word contract. But what was written, like nothing is fucking written in stone. Like, not now anyway. We have all these contracts and all these stories that we've written for ourselves through our past lives, but like we come into these lives now to change them, to rewrite them. So it may have been written like in the fucking universe and the stones and things like that, but then like we didn't bring those stones with us. Like, they came sprinkling down into this world, but like we're allowed to like flick them to the side and be like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm ending this contract, and you take action towards that. So I kind of think for a lot of us, it's like, stop, we're not doing this like small business anymore. Like, let's bring it up and let's start playing big now. Forget the playing small, like we're done with that contract. That idea that like we need to play small anymore, like we're just not doing that anymore. We are going, and that's what we're doing. We're going, we're going to tip the scales. That's exactly what we're going to be doing. Let's just pull some tarot for this and get some clarification as well. Let's see what else Spirit have to say. you hear me say now? Don't you try to read my mind. I love this song. It's in like one. I don't even know if you can hear this. Maybe I'm just like listening to this music myself and it's fine. And we're going to take these like that because I did not, this deck was upside down anyway. Okay. So, past energies. We have the Death card, the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords, but in reverse. Okay. So, death. Ending but rebirth, okay? And a lot of you, because we have the Three of Swords and the Three of Pentacles here. See, okay, totally it is, for some of you, 100% about work. But you have the Three of Swords here too. So I'm also sensing that this was really an ending in like relationships or in work again, or like some kind of commitment that you had in a job. I don't necessarily think you lost your job. Like some of you may have lost your jobs, but for some of you, something shifted in the workplace, and then for some of you, relationships have ended. I feel like for those of you that relationships have ended, whether you work together or there's like been collaboration between the two of you, but it's kind of put an ending to that. But there always comes the rebirth. Like, anytime the Death card is present, it's like okay, it's an ending, but like from an ending comes this rebirth, but like this like residue energy of like broken hearts and like embarrassment, you know, disappointment, judgment, all of those things that come from that come from an ending. Like I feel like a lot of people, you're still feeling that energy at the moment, but just know that it feels very residue, as in like it's kind of just like the last remnants of the end of the cycle, but I don't see that continuing throughout the rest of the reading, which is awesome. So if you're dealing with this, like these feelings at the moment, I feel like there's a little bit of a letdown, because I feel like there's been an ending of actually like something that you were working on. So if it was with someone that you're working, like I feel like for some of you, you're working with someone on something, and it's kind of like fallen apart because you guys have fallen apart, or maybe it just fell apart as is. But there's definitely some like hard disappointments from that. But like it's time to really like let go of this Three of Swords energy. Okay, this is such a yuck. This is such a yuck energy. Like, ugh. Like yuck, yuck, yuck. This is not your energy. All right, let it go. Just feel it go. All right, Three of Swords. It's not your energy to hold anymore. You don't need to be holding any remnants of that coming into, you know, this new week, really, okay? It's time to let go of the past, and we're going to step into the present now. So what is going on in the present? We have the Empress card, the Princess of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. Ooh, this is good. This is some real like hard work, some new beginnings, some really taking on new opportunity, especially with the Wands, and then you're really moving forward with something. And then you have the Empress here, so you have, you know, all the knowledge, you have all the resources and things like that behind you, and you have the action steps here too, which I really love. I love this Princess of Wands in the tarotilluminati deck, because she's very like regal, and she's very flow. Like whatever you guys are doing or what you're going to create coming into like this next kind of like stepping stone in life, or like in your life path, like this is very like flow. So like I want you to, if you're doing something that it's feeling icky, that feels heavy, like let it go, because there's something of flow that's going to come to you, and you just need to allow that to happen. And for a lot of you, it's not going to happen. If you're doing something that isn't with your highest excitement at the moment, it's time to let it go. Like, just let it go, because this is a time of flow. This is not about, like, there's hard work being put into this, yes, because we have the Eight of Pentacles, because we have the Eight of Pentacles here, but this isn't about hard work in the sense like we're working hard on something that doesn't even make us happy, that doesn't even bring us any, you know, little bit of excitement. Like, that's not what this is. This is working hard at something because it feels good to do it, because you want to invest your energy. This is more like working hard means investing your energy in it because you can, because you want to. It doesn't look like a need. You don't need to do this. You don't have to do this. This is because you guys want to, okay? This is flow. This is like you guys really like leading with your desire and be like, okay, what the fuck are we desiring? Like, this is what we're desiring, okay? So feel into what is in flow for you guys and what's actually feeling good in life, and then go with those steps. Anything that isn't feeling good for you, like, we're not doing that. The ending cards for the future, you have the Six of Pentacles, the Prince of Wands, and the Five of Wands. Okay, so definitely moving forward, you have the Princess of Wands and the Prince of Wands too. So I mean, for some of you, there could be like love on the table too, which I love. It's always nice to like hear little reminders of love, like cute. But the Prince of Wands is also about kind of like coming in with love and going in with knowing and like the perseverance to kind of like, this is what I want, this is what I desire, and like, I'm gonna go get it. And that's the attitude that we need to have. None of this coming from lack of like, I have to do this or I need to do this. No, this is all like, I want to do this, I desire this, and I'm gonna go freaking do it because it is in true fucking alignment with me. And that's the energy that you guys really need to feel into, and that I feel like a lot of you are actually going to be coming into. The Five of Wands and then the Six of Pentacles. So you're gonna have moments of where it's like, the Six of Pentacles is similar to this, like, like with your contract, really. Like, the Six of Pentacles is all kind of like keeping things in balance. So like making sure that you're still filling your cup while you fill this other cup too, and like keeping that. So like, you don't have to put all your eggs in one basket. Like, I feel like for a lot of you, like, maybe be open to the potential that you're allowed to have multiple offers, and that you're allowed to do multiple things, and you're allowed to be a multifaceted human. Like, what about that? Something to think about. You have the Five of Wands here too. So definitely you may be coming, some of you may feel like you're kind of coming into opposition with people. Some people, like, there's going to be people that don't understand you. There's going to be people that don't understand you all the time. But a lot of the time when people don't understand something, it's usually, okay, because they're kind of like, how do I do that? Like, how are you doing this thing that doesn't seem possible, but you're doing it anyway? Like, that's people being baffled at like the realms of possibility and the realms of potential. And like, that's a pretty fucking cool thing to be like, what's that? So keep playing with that. Use that Five of Wands energy. Like, when people are questioning you and people are like, I don't know what you're doing, like, it's so weird. Think of it in the sense that like, they're coming from this place of like wonder. Like, they're coming from a place of, and a space of like, how the fuck is he or she doing that? Like, how are they fucking making this thing possible? Like, you are baffling people with how fucking great you are doing and how much you are just going after what you want. And when you're coming from that space, like, you can't be wrong. You can't not win. Like, that's you living to your highest excitement when you come from that place. I love that. Let's get some last messages from the star seeds. Of course, they always fucking do this to me. Oh. Okay. Alright. Leap. Oh my god, that's so annoying. I'm gonna put that here. Leap. You go first, guys. The universe is going to catch you. That is the direct message from the starseeds, okay? We need to take leaps. We need to take chances, and taking leaps and chances is going with our highest excitement, is going with our desires, with the things that, you know, we may not have the physical evidence for in this realm that they're possible, but we do them anyway, okay? You guys are really like coming into a space now where a lot of you are really going to be unblocking old contracts and these old paradigm ideas of like the way that you have to lead your life. And you guys are going to be leaping and bounding into spaces, and that's going to leave energetic portals for everyone else to fucking step through and step into. Like, you're leading a fucking legacy by doing this, and that's like the best freaking part. And then the next card, the last card that you have, is the initiation. So rite of passage, crossing the threshold, okay? You're at this point now of like, you've had the death of this old, like the death cycle. If this hasn't hit you yet, it will, because there's a death and a rebirth. And the rebirth is you guys becoming the leapers, you guys becoming the jumpers, the people that just go after the life that they want and they don't let anyone tell them boo. They just go. And that's really like the time that you guys are coming out for. And this is your initiation right here. Your initiation was the part that came with the death cycle, but your initiation is even this conversation right here. With me and with spirit and with the universe, and we're telling you that it's time to fucking leap, it's time to jump, it's time to bound, it's time to run. It's time to not be scared. This isn't a time for fear. This is a time for actioning. And, you know, times are crazy still. You know, times are still crazy. This is, you know, the world is in a completely different kind of normal now. And instead of trying to go back to the normal of like the way life always was, like, let's now use this space to create a new normal. And this new normal is like, this is fucking initiation time for everyone to be like, all right, are we going to go fucking live the life of our dreams now? Yes. How are we going to get there? Like, I'm just going to follow intuitive pills, and I'm just going to keep jumping and leaping and like going in the direction that most excites me. Bam. That's where we're going. That's what we're doing. We don't have to play into the old rules anymore. This is the ending of that cycle. The ending. That's my ending sound. You know, this is like, I really feel this whole reading is an initiation and the end of a contract into a new. You're making a new contract with something that is better, something that is more exciting, that is in alignment with your highest fucking self. That's exciting. That's what you desire. That's what you want. And none of it comes from a place of fear or a place of lack. This is you. Half of you are doing the things, and the other half of you just need to look fucking fear in the eye and go tell it to fucking do one. And then you go in the direction that fear is, and you tell it to fuck off. Because it's just not, we're not coming from a place of lack and from fear anymore. So that's what's going on for you guys. So I hope that has helped. Comment below what it is that you guys are going to be really like releasing and stepping out of and now stepping into. And actually it would be cool to like, what is it that you guys are desiring? Maybe if we can jam on that, then like as a collective and as a whole, we can really like up level this and like, let's start that like instant manifestation. You know, even by writing down your desire, you're creating that first step, that portal. That's a leap in itself. In actually acknowledging and admitting what it is that you really desire, what you really want in life, like that's the first step. And even writing it means that you kind of think it's possible. And that's the realm of like infinity right there. That's like the little like stepping stone into it, and you're just like kind of like bridging your way over there. That's what that is. That's a fucking step. So don't think that anything is too small. Like nothing is too small, enough. Like all of these things add up, and they're stepping stones into that place. So do them. Sending love for you all.